Hello students, today we'll discuss two important things of chapter electricity. First one, the electric circuit and circuit diagram, and second, how can we find out the least count in ammeter, voltmeter and other electrical instruments. So first of all, we'll discuss what is an electric circuit. Student, electric circuit is a continuous path along which the current flows. So if you define it, so it can be defined in this way, that an electric circuit is a continuous conducting path through which electric current flows. So it is a continuous and conducting path along which the electric current flows. So if we'll make an electric circuit consists of a simple electric circuit, if we'll make that there is a cell, we have joined the wire with a bulb and a switch. So this is cell, this is bulb and this is switch. So this can be called as a simple electric circuit. And which, as you know, that cell provides maintaining of potential difference across the circuit. So the current will flow when there will be a potential difference, and that potential difference is maintained by the cell. So this is the plus end and this is the negative end. So current will flow in this way. If the switch is on, then the bulb will glow and the current will flow from positive end to negative end. So this is a simple electric circuit. So you can see here, in an electric circuit there must be a source of energy which provides which maintain the potential difference, which makes the a force by which electron can move, because you know current is flow of charge. So to make the electron move, there must be a source of energy, and that cell or battery is providing that energy. And the other equipments here, one bulb and switch, and these are the connecting wire. So this can be called as a simplified or simple electric circuit. Then in electric circuit, actually we use different components, okay, like here switch, bulb and cell. But when many other equipments are connected to a circuit, then we make a schematic diagram of it, which we call as circuit diagram. What is circuit diagram actually? Circuit diagram is, I am doing the definition of circuit diagram. It is a simplified graphical representation of an electric circuit. It means if you represent an electric circuit graphically or simple form, then it is called circuit diagram. It is actually it is a schematic diagram of an electric circuit in which the components of circuit are represented through their symbol. Actually, in a diagram, in a schematic diagram or a graphical representation of an electric circuit, what we do not make the diagram of the bulb, cell or other component. We use symbol for these components. For example, this is the electric circuit. Whereas if I'll make the circuit diagram of it, then it will be like this. You know, this representing the cell, this is the positive end, negative end. Then it is connected with the bulb. The bulb is denoted as this symbol, and then the switch so now sometimes we can make a circle around it. This is the circuit diagram of this electric circuit. Similarly, it will move, the current will move like this and the bulb will glow. So this is the difference between the electric circuit and circuit diagram. The difference is that you have to write, you have to make a diagram, schematic diagram, in which the components are in the form of symbols, not the full diagram you will make. So when the component of the circuit are represented through symbols and their connection, then the diagram can be called as circuit diagram. This is the difference between the electric circuit and circuit diagram. Then question is there, what are the other symbols? I have told that different components, electrical components can be used in an electric circuit. So we will now discuss what are the symbols of the other components, other electrical components, and how they are symbolized. You see, when a cell are here, the components and then symbol. We are making two. The first one is cell. Cell, as I have told, it is represented as you can make always the bigger one represent positive and the smaller line represent negative terminal. Then second is battery. You know what is battery actually? Battery is combination of two or more cells. When two or more cells are connected, then it is called battery. But in our daily life we use cell and battery both to single substance, or as the which normally it is called cell in physics, but we normally call as battery. But not it is not a battery. Battery is a combination of two or more cells. It means one cell when combined with two or more cells, then it can be called as battery. So here this battery consists of three cells, 1, 2, 3. You can make much more cells can be combined to form a battery. Then number 3, switch in open condition. Switch in open condition is that actually or sometimes we also make like this. This is the switch in open condition, that is switch off. Switch is in off condition or open condition. Then switch is closed, that is on condition. The diagram will be or you can use any one of it. This is the switch in closed condition. Switch in on means current will pass. Then number 5, bulb. Bulb, as we have already done, this representing the filament. Okay, sometimes also bulb in glowing condition you can give the mark like this, and when this bulb is not glowing, then you can will not give any mark on the outside. This is the bulb. Number 6, resistance or resistor. It is represented as simply where representing this. This is resistance. Then where joint. Let me grab this one. Wires with joint, normally it means the wire is in joint condition, and where without joining So what you have to do, so in this case you can see it is just going above it, it is not joined. So we can make the symbolical form of or symbolical representation of wire without joining. Then one is variable resistance, which is also known as rheostat. The rheostat symbol we can do it in this way, or sometimes we make like this. So in both ways we can represent the rheostat. What is rheostat? Actually variable resistance. Resistance can vary. Then number 10, voltmeter. Voltmeter can be made like this. V is written here and plus and minus terminal is there. Then the last one is ammeter. Ammeter is symbolized as A. A 1 plus minus. So these are the different electrical components with their symbol, and these symbols are used in circuit diagram. While making circuit diagram we use these symbols. So now we have completed about the electric circuit and circuit diagram and how we can make circuit diagram of a electric circuit. Sometimes the question is asked, make a circuit diagram with one resistance, one voltmeter, one ammeter with a switch in on position. For example, it is given the circuit diagram with one resistance, one ammeter, one voltmeter, one key means switch, closed means switch is on, and one battery of 3 cells. So if we'll make the circuit diagram using this, or these are the components present in the circuit diagram, then if you want to make, so what will be, so I'm making here, this is the resistance, and here I have used ammeter. Ammeter is connected in series. Then a battery of 3 cells. So I made 3 cells with a switch in on position. The rest part is, so we have done resistance, ammeter, key in switch closed, battery. The rest part is voltmeter, and voltmeter is connected parallel with the resistance, and then you have to give the direction of current. So this is a circuit diagram, consists of one resistance, one ammeter, one voltmeter, key switch in closed condition, and battery of 3 cells. Okay, then the next part of this topic we will discuss that how we will find out the least count of any instrument. So I have brought some instrument here. Let you see, student, this is voltmeter. Here the V representing voltmeter, and you can see this is the two terminal, the negative and positive. It means whenever here we can see, I will show you other instrument. Here voltmeter has two terminals, one representing red and one representing black. So the red always representing positive, whereas black is negative. Means you have to join the positive end to this and negative end to this end, then it will work. So you can see here this voltmeter. So I'll show you the different instrument. This is the voltmeter, which is used to measure the potential difference in a circuit. Another instrument here you can see, this is ammeter, and here you can see ammeter A representing ammeter. It is also two end, one representing red, another is black. Red is positive and black is negative. Again you have to use the positive end here and negative end here. And this instrument measures the amount of current flowing in the circuit. Ammeter is used to measure the amount of current. Then here you can see another instrument. This is galvanometer. So this galvanometer, here you can see it has also two terminal representing red and black. This is positive end, this is negative end. You have to join the two ends with the cell or circuit, then you can find out whether the current is flowing through the circuit or not. As we have discussed earlier, that galvanometer is an instrument which is used to detect the presence of current in the circuit. Whether small amount of current is present or not, that can be detected by this galvanometer, and it can also show the direction of the current. You can see here, student, the zero mark is there here and this side. The needle will deflect. If you join it, if the needle is deflecting this side, then current is moving like this, and if deflecting to the left side, then current is flowing to this side. It means, so actually the galvanometer, it has the needle at 0. If it is representing this, then the current is flowing like this. If it is deflected towards left side, then the current direction will be right to left. So that's why it is used for finding out the direction of the current. And lastly, this is the rheostat, which is called variable resistance. You can see here so many coils are there. The two ends is like this, and if you want to increase the resistance, then you have to move the slider to this side, and if you want to less the resistance, if you make the resistance less, then you have to move the slider towards this side. because the length will increase, then resistance will increase. When the length will be small, then resistance will be small. So as this instrument can vary the resistance, hence it is called variable resistance or rheostat, which is used in Ohm's law. We'll read later. Okay, this is rheostat. But here there is no, the two ends are not representing black or red, because it has no positive or negative terminal. You can use any one of them as positive or any one of them negative. Then the last one is a switch. So actually this is a switch, a key. If you keep like this, then the switch is on, and if you take out this key, then it becomes switch off, means now switch in open condition, switch is off. If you use the key here, then it is switch is on and switch is closed. So remember students, switch is closed means switch in on condition, switch is open means switch is off condition. So this key is also used in the electric circuit. Okay, but our purpose is to find out the least count. Okay, students, you see, so if we will take, this is the voltmeter. In voltmeter you can see the needle is at 0. So from minimum to maximum, if you can find from 0 to, it is given 3. So that is actually called as range of the instrument. Range in the instrument is minimum value, minimum to maximum. That is called range. So I can say, as you can see here, B for volt is given 0 to 3. So I can tell this instrument range is 0 to 3 volt. Then we will find the least count. I am writing shortly, LC. Least count, how can you calculate? You have to see, you have to count the number of small, you count the small line between 0 to 1. When you will count the small divisions from 0 to 1, first you have to count out, and then the formula will be value divided by number of small divisions. Then you will find the formula of least count. So what is value here? As I have told, the value is from 0 to 1. You are taking the value from 0 to 1. So here the value will be 1 volt, because from 0 to 1 the value is 1. And if you will count the number of divisions from 0 to 1, you will find there are 20 divisions, because from 0 to 0.5, 10 division, 0.5 to 1, another 10 divisions. So total 20 divisions. So I will divide by 20, because number of small division present in that value is 20. So it will be 1 by 20 volt, or if you make it point wise, it will be 0.5 volt. So this is the least count of this voltmeter. Least count means at least you can count. So from 0 to first small divisions, that much amount will be 0.5 0.5 0, because you have to divide 1 divided by 20, 0.05 volt. So this will be the least count, 0.05, not 0.5, 0.05. We'll divide it, then it will form 0.05 volt. Similarly, we'll find out the emitter, the least count of the emitter. First of all, we'll find out what is the range. You can see here the range will be from 0 to 5. You can see minimum to maximum, that is 0 to 5 ampere. So in this voltmeter, now we're doing for emitter. This emitter range is 0 to 5 ampere, and if we'll find out the least count, so here also the same formula, value divided by number of small divisions present in that value. So as you have to count from 0 to 1, the value is 1 ampere, divided by the number of divisions. If we will count, it will be 10 number of divisions. From 0 to 1 there are 10 small divisions, so I can divide here 10, so it will be 0.1 ampere. So the least count will be 0.1 ampere. So students, whenever the least count you have to find out, you have to find out the value and what are the number of small divisions present in it, you have to count. Then divide value with number of small divisions, then you will get the least count. And if it is volt, then use volt here. If it is ampere, then use ampere here. Okay, this is all about finding out the least count. Okay students, so we have discussed in this video about the electric circuit diagram, the symbols of different electrical components, and then about finding out range and least count of electrical instrument like ammeter and voltmeter. I think you like this video, and thank you for watching, and give like and subscribe the channel if you want to get more videos. Thank you.